Hello. So, Scott, electromagnetic fields of the planet Earth and of the human being starting in the heart. Discuss.
Yeah, so when I saw these images, I have a facility with pattern recognition, and I put them together because I noticed that there's a resonance there between the microcosm of the human body and the macrocosm of the earth. And these are kind of in the unseen realm of the magnetic field surrounding the heart and the magnetic field surrounding the earth. And I also was aware that the word earth has this uncanny resonance with the word heart. If you just take the H off of earth and you move it to the front, you have earth, you have heart. So it's
Mm.
really, I don't think a lot of people have contemplated that before. And it's really strange to me
Hmm.
that there's this resonance in language between these words. And there's also this resonance in form in the unseen realm. So, yeah, what do you make of that, Geoff? Am I
I
reaching
love
too
this
far
one.
here, or is there something real here that we need to pay attention to?
Yeah, well, I suppose this is a slight departure for us, So, just to put the thing in context, we normally love to look at exact geometry and see how closely it lines up with something in reality, where this is more of a, oh, this looks like that, oh, those things are similar, So we could be criticized possibly fairly for like reaching, there's a thing called patternicity, where you see patterns everywhere, which can be used to discredit this type of thing. But the more you dig into pattern recognition and the more you just dive deeply into this and you have a look at like, well, what's similar between these two things? Um, it actually is a very worthwhile endeavor, So let's explore that for a while. So with Planet Earth, like I remember doing geography in school and I was kind of okay, but like I'm no scientist, but I do understand we have this plasma rain that like, showers through space as the cosmic wind, the solar wind, and that planet Earth would be just burnt to a cinder without our protective electromagnetic field, right?
And that we
So
see the aurora borealis, and that's the all the charged particles interacting with this magnetic field.
which is a like bonus product of like just, oh, by the way, not only are we going to protect you and give you the beautiful opportunity to have life,
Yeah.
we're also just going to have this gorgeous disco in the sky for you to enjoy,
But I wonder if the human body isn't a microcosm like that, where
This
our
is,
heart creates this magnetic field around us that may also protect us individually on a level. And
this is
no, it's not the same as a planetary defense shield, but there's something to that. And it makes me wonder, like, if we made a spaceship in the future, if we wouldn't be wise to have a magnetic, like a toroidal magnetic field around it to
mm-hmm.
deflect charged particles that are coming, that could, kill the astronauts. Um, I think it would be just a principle of similarity would apply there when we look at the
Yeah.
planet, how the planet protects life. If you had a spacecraft that had a similar field like that, maybe it would protect the occupants. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. I totally get that. And I'm just having a look here at like, what's similar. And, there's a lot of concrete things that are the same actually in this pattern. So you have an electromagnetic field of the planet, which is like, that's just evident and scientifically validated. You've got an electromagnetic field of the heart as well. I'm no biologist, but I do believe that it's pretty scientifically grounded now that the organ of the heart emits an electrical pulse, And then so they are similar in this regard, and what else, I have a fascination with this fourth state of matter, plasma, right? So we've got plasma in our blood, of course. You know what I mean? We've got, and then the sun
What
is
kind of plasma there, Geoff? The plasma in
it's
the blood. Yeah, the plasma is like, electrons that have been stripped off of the atoms. That's what we're talking about,
okay.
physics plasma. Blood plasma
Ah,
is a different thing, but we're talking about all these electrons flowing out of the sun and hitting the earth. And it would be
okay. Ah, sugar. I was trying to
sterilized
reach
planet
there for a
have this
similarity.
magnetic field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, nice to be corrected on that then. Yeah. So let me just, okay, let me go back to, so I'm right about plasma from the sun coming as the solar wind. That's truthful, isn't it? And then the planet needs to be protected from that solar wind. And that's the purpose or the function of the electromagnetic
But
field.
your point is interesting, that the term plasma, like, it's in the body, right? That's
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Plasma is in space. And
Yeah.
there, maybe we're talking about a like a microcosm again of this in language, of this larger thing that's connecting the sun and the earth through space, you know. I don't know, it's similar in a way to this pattern recognition of heart and earth. I don't,
Yeah.
these things, you can't always read into them, but it's important to kind of pull them out and put them on the side
It's,
and kind of contemplate it for a minute and say, is there anything
uh,
to that? It's kind of
yeah.
a
And what's lovely about this one, Scott, is it's kind of a sharing of how you and I do this thing, isn't it? It's kind of like, isn't it interesting that those things look the same? But I want to keep going just on this plasma thing, because we spoke about the aurora borealis, you know, which is absolutely gorgeous, and we get that the northern lights. But the magnetic field, I believe, lets through just the right amount of plasma through the field. And then this then I think gives rise, or it excites, lightning storms on the planet. And these lightning storms then contribute to that hum of the planet, which is called a Schumann resonance, which is this low audible hum if you have the instruments to measure it, you know. So I really dig this vibe that the planet is like making this sound as it flows through space, which is kind of strummed like almost musically
it's
by this kind
low
of
vibration,
plasma rain.
7.83 hertz, you know. And then if
Yeah,
you're silent, you'll hear your heart bump, bump, bump.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
So
there's this wonderful resonance there within the body of that Schumann resonance. I never thought of that before.
that's what, yeah. So I can't help but think that there's something, this pattern makes you go, doo, 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 doo. So what frequency is that? And does it correlate with the Schumann resonance? And wouldn't that be interesting? You know, it stirs up more questions than answers, to be honest. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Intuition is a funny thing, isn't it? Like I can't help but think our hearts are linked, you know, very, very centrally to this electromagnetic field, this energetic field. You could call it the energy body or whatever, which I totally feel, by the way. I just like totally get that vibe. And it's like, it's interesting to me that this diagram is so similar, you know.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wish plasma was more directly involved, because I thought we were kind of plasma beings, you know.
Well,
But
that may be, but that's another talk. Yeah.
yeah, totally. So yeah, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts.